Hello, welcome back to LARK in UK. I'm back in one of my most favourite places, back on the trails, and today we're just going to cover what my typical training week is. Although there's nothing particularly typical about it, I'm going to do a quick overview of what my training looks like week to week roughly, and why I've decided to do it like that, just to give other runners an idea of what I do, how often I run, and anything else I do alongside the running to supplement it. Nothing in this is going to be preaching. This isn't the perfect training program by any means, this is just what I do. So let's dive straight in and cover my weekly run training and what it looks like. So those that have watched the channel for long enough know that I generally vary my training anyway. I like to change it up, I like to move things around if needs be. However, the basic principles and schedules and structure remains the same most of the time. So like I said, this isn't me advising anybody on what they should be doing. This is just purely what I do and why I do it. Take it how you wish. The trails still aren't quite clear yet, probably should wait for a bit longer into the winter for them to clear a little bit better. But anyway, today, yeah, I'm not obviously training for anything right now, which gives me the opportunity to do this kind of vlog. So generally I run 3 to 4 times a week. When I'm not training for anything like now, I'll be about probably more like 3 times a week, with the option of a 4th if needs be, or if I wanted to. Whereas if I'm training for a specific goal race or that's a training block, then that'll be definitely 4 with potentially the option of a 5th, but more I could just be solid 4 every week. I generally run my days I prefer to run, and I'm able to run on Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays. Mondays and Fridays are generally an evening run or a night run. Tuesdays, like today, are generally an afternoon when I finish work and I haven't got any childcare issues in terms of the kids out with me. And then Sundays are generally the mornings for a longer run. So yeah, Tuesdays and Sundays are my longer blocks of time where I generally get a longer, more solid workout in. And I also generally vlog on those days because I've got daylight to do it in. And then Mondays and Fridays are generally my harder, faster workouts. Generally again because I've got less time and not always got daylight, especially in the winter. I also have the option on a Thursday, I've got another kind of bonus slot there, but just under an hour, where I'm able to run if needs be throughout the year. There's like if I missed a session or a night, or I couldn't get out for whatever reason, the Thursday less than an hour block is an extra bonus running slot if needs be. But yeah, 3 to 4 times a week all year round for when I'm training. So drop in the comments how often you run. Like I said, I'm not prescribing that everyone should run 3-4 times a week. I know people that run once or twice a week. I also know the people that try and run every day, so 6 or 7 times a week, and each to their own. What works best for you works best for you. So drop in the comments how many times you run per week or try to run per week and why. For me, 3 to 4 times a week is where is optimal for me at the minute. That just works around obviously time commitments, family life, and also why don't I do less, like just do 3 or 2 a week. For me, volume is my friend. The more I run, the faster and the better I get at running, in terms of the more resilient I am as a runner, the more capable I am. I feel that's my best window. If I run only just twice a week and try and just do 2 big long runs for volume, then that would be detrimental in terms of I don't think I'd have the speed and the legs. That's all I'm doing. So the 3 to 4 gives me the variety I need. I can do 1 or 2 longer sessions on runs, and then 1 or 2 workouts, or 1 workout, 1 easy session, and 2 longer ones. It gives me the variety I feel that I need in my training. But yeah, drop in the comments what you do and why. And so like I touched upon then, I've got no real structure when I'm training. Again, there'll be more structure. My Sunday runs will definitely be slower, longer runs. My Tuesdays will generally be a longer tempo or workout effort. Again, just because of time, not constraints, but the time allowances in those 2 sessions. On Tuesdays and Sundays, it gives me more time to do them. And then Mondays, on the back of a long one, will generally be maybe an on-off workout. So a workout, but not too strenuous, purely because I've just done one the day before. And then Fridays will generally be my harder workout, so maybe a hard effort or a PB attempt or a real tempo effort in terms of race pace or threshold, etc., or sub-threshold. Again, when training, my preference is obviously, well, my preference is actually trail, but when I'm training for a specific race or a specific time goal, I generally do mostly road running to work on obviously specific speeds and tempos, and it gives you more opportunity just to get your legs turning over with less things to worry about. But my preference is trail running. You can be a bit more relaxed. There's nice things to see. There's no one in the world can tell me this isn't as nice as running alongside a road with cars. So this is my preference. You see nature, wildlife, you're generally a bit more relaxed. There's a bit more things going on. You've got to change your cadence and your stride and your foot placement. So that's my preference. But when I'm training, it's generally road running is my predominance, is my most common, will be most commonly if I'm running. And as long as alongside the running, I obviously want to make sure I'm kind of, what's the word, conditioned generally across the board. So I do obviously things supplementary to the running. One, just for my own benefit, but two, it does support the running, it does supplement the running, and especially when I'm obviously going up and up in the distances and I'm speeding up in terms of my paces, strength and resilience and conditioning of the legs especially is obviously important. So yeah, I'm running 3 to 4 times a week generally year round, but alongside that I'll definitely do at least 2 to 3 supplementary sessions. So I'll generally do a strength and conditioning or a weights workout at least once a week, potentially twice a week. Once probably with kind of heavier weights just to build up on strength, and maybe once just strength and conditioning, so body weight workouts, pull-ups, chin-ups, press-ups, sit-ups, squats, etc., lunges. I'll do body weight once, probably weights once, and then again alongside that at least once, maybe probably more like 2, 3 times a week, I'll do a recovery session. So for me, that's, anyone that follows me on Strava, I put it as YSFR, so yoga, stretching and foam rolling. Again, it comes in a variety of packages, so again it varies. If I've got time, I'll do all 3. I'll do a stretch and a roll and then do a yoga session somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes long. If I've not got as much time, I'll generally just stretch and roll, just again keep the legs a bit looser and try and flush out some of the soreness. And I find that if I keep on top of the strength and conditioning and the recovery, then again I've ran more than I've ever ran this year, than I've ever done previously, and I've had less niggles and real kind of injury concerns compared to previous years. So I find that obviously those supplementary activities help condition the legs, help keep them a bit fresher, and helps me keep the niggles and the minor injuries at bay, hopefully, touch wood. So yeah, I find that those alongside my running are probably just as important as the actual running workouts themselves. But yeah, that's kind of the overview. Again, there is some structure in place, but there's also plenty of manoeuvrability in terms of I'm going to move things around if time constraints kick in, or I'm working late or whatever. Life, as we all know, life gets in the way sometimes, and at the end of the day I'm just a recreational runner. I do it as a hobby, so it's got to fit in alongside everything else. But that's a kind of overview. But yeah, drop in the comments what your running looks like and why. Again, I'm going into next year now, I'm probably going to maybe look at reviewing a few things. I think I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm maybe hitting my kind of training limit unless things change. If I ever run more or adapt the training to do maybe more workouts and less longer runs, I need to look into that and figure out what fits best for me. Potentially joining a running club and tap into that additional knowledge and experience to progress my running. Potentially invest in better running trainers for the first time, so again supplement and maybe enhance my running. These are all things I'm going to consider looking into 2024, but for now this is my overview in terms of what I do and why. But yeah, drop in the comments, I'm interested to see what other people do. Maybe I can garner some information from you guys in terms of what's helped your running and what you find the most enjoyable or the best layout of your running week. But yeah, I'll wrap it up there. I'm enjoying the trails today. It's a lovely sunny windy day, so it seemed the best option. Get under the canopy of the trees and just enjoy the weather. But as always, look out for regular upcoming vlogs, and I'll see you all on the next one.